Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Planning with Jamie. Thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to do our September monthly and our Erin Condren 7x9 daily duo. So this is like my catch-all planner that I absolutely love. I get to plan on a monthly scale, break it down to weekly, and then break it down to daily and even down to hourly. So this helps so much. I do throw in also part of my fitness planner in here, and I also throw in part of my business planner for Planning with Jamie. But when I end up looking at the week as a huge whole, I end up doing that one in the dashboard planner from Erin Condren. All right, so you guys see some stuff laying here. I want to go through a few things with you. So freebie for the month of September, all orders, whether it be on my www.planningwithjamie.com site or it's on Etsy, you will get this freebie with your order. Also, I recently ran a sale on my shop on my personal website that I did not run on Etsy, and a few of you guys took advantage of it, but always look over there for the sales. That's where I'm going to be running them most of the time. All right, back to the freebie. All right, I am doing a freebie collab for the whole month of September. So this is with Cheyenne at the Right Place Plans on Etsy. She does much of the same type of stickers that I end up doing also. And so if you like my shop, you'll probably enjoy hers also. So every single order in the month of September will get my freebie, and then I'll also get her freebie. Hers is still in the mail coming to me, but as soon as they come, I'll probably flash them up on my Instagram. So make sure that you are following Planning with Jamie on Instagram, because I like to just throw in like little dashes of personal life or updates there. Okay, another thing that just came to the shop that you guys have been requesting is the 2025-2026 monthly dashboard layout. Okay, so you'll see these are two different ones. The final one is this one with the icons, more sayings, more bullet points. I don't know, this one didn't feel like enough for me. And so I ended up upping the game and doing this. But the reason why I have both of these is I want to show you guys, actually, let's go this way. I want to show you guys these options. So you have the option of doing no month up here, or this will be option B. So this will be the font, or option C will be this font. And so you just have to pick A, B, or C, and then also put what month you want. In my Shopify, this is easier to do than in Etsy. And so Etsy, you have to send me a little message or put a note on your order saying, you know, for my dashboard, I want October. But on my Shopify site, on my website, it gives you a drop down option. And so again, this will be the layout. I just wanted to be able to show you guys the different fonts. Do you guys like having more than one option of font? I was really in between on this. My husband liked the bolder, but yeah, I loved like that this matches what we do on the monthly. And so kind of let me know. And the old dashboard is also available. So the 2024-2025 dashboard is also available. All right, then we have two monthly kits, our options. This is kit 371, this is kit 372. This is going to be in my business planner, Plan with Me, and then this one we are going to use today in my personal planner. So let's get to it. I just want to lay this out for 2 seconds so that you can see this kit before I end up moving it to the side. This is all 3 pages that are available. I love this colorway, oh my gosh, and it matches the week that we end up doing today. So this is week 36, absolutely beautiful. I love me a really busy week, but we need to get on down to September, and I will show you our month is super busy all the time, and so it is so helpful to get this in. Okay, we're gonna get going. All right, so one thing I did already do is I put all of the weeks in for the whole entire planner. So happy I ended up doing that because I like to forget to do that otherwise. And I use those all the time as a business planner. And so that is very helpful. Also, as far as personal goals and such go, like I feel like that's very helpful also. All right, so I just end up taking this and I put it right up to the top here. I like to turn my planner upside down, and that way I don't have to worry about it. This is gorgeous coloring. I love it, love it, love it. All right, and you have the option of Monday start or Sunday start. I print off Sunday start on there, and then if you want to switch it over, you can always just lay these over it. I feel like the majority of people do Sunday start, and so that's why I chose to just have that already on there. I can't believe it's September already. Like, this is super, super crazy, that's for sure. Okay. We have a few things going on in the month of September, and I'm trying to see, I think I want this to be down at the bottom. So I like to put washi strip at the bottom to kind of case everything in. And so this is the washi strip that I'm gonna use down here this time. And then we do need a long washi strip for, we have a visitor coming in from out of town. And so we do need a long washi strip to mark when that visitor is here. All right, we're just gonna save that little bit of extra, flip it over, and do the same on this section. So I thought about having like an extra page of washi strip, but I don't know if people use that many, to be honest with you. So I don't know. If you guys ever have suggestions, just put them down below. I'm always in between. Should I revamp my kits in July or should I revamp them in December? And honestly, this year I'm super happy with my kits. I've revamped them to add stuff and to enhance them. But otherwise, if I didn't have stuff to add, I would have left them alone. I feel like they are gorgeous. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, then the next thing we like to do is to get our sidebar in here. So again, just peel it right off. And then I like to line it up on this gray line, and that way I just know that it's all nice and good. And I'm gonna go all the way up here to the top because this helps bridge the bottom part. I know that was just a lot, wasn't it? I like to give you guys tips and tricks on exactly how my stickers fit though, because it just makes your planning process a little bit easier. All right, let's open this on up. And then we have the non-normal date covers, and I actually think I'm gonna lay these down here real quick too. And so, let's see. I'm gonna start over here because then we're gonna go over that way. And that way the pattern will line up here. I feel like because filming, I am just a little bit too far away. In which way? I think it goes, I don't know, I turn this pattern like crazy. Yeah, it goes like that. Okay. So I have an abbreviated day today because my daughter, now that I have that laid down, I can turn it and I just butt it up against there. But my daughter has doctor's appointments in the middle of the day. And so I have to go and, you know, get her from school and take her and all that kind of good stuff. I feel like I kind of started this one over a little bit too much, so there is a little bit of a gap, but that, see, will be just fine. And then the other one is up here, and honestly, this one's already pulled up, so we're just gonna use this one. So yeah, she, I called her off school, like I called to say what time she is allowed to leave school. And so she's really excited because she's driving. And so she's like, oh my gosh, I get to take myself out of school. Like, this is so, so cool. Okay, I thought that I had the month up here cut out, like that I had my machine doing it, but I guess I need to add that onto my monthly kits. But I love putting that like somewhere on the monthly spread. And so let's get that cut off here real quick. I just cut next to it, both sides. Ends up working perfectly. Okay, and I feel like just right down here is gonna work because that's just an extra box right now. Okay, and then the next thing I like to end up utilizing are these big boxes here. And honestly, if I need more, what I would do is use these covers and then just put these boxes on top of the cover. So let me look and see which one we want to use. Okay, so the 27th is a huge day because it is a homecoming dance that my daughter will go to. So we definitely want a box on that one. There we go. And then let's go ahead and put the date dot on there so that we don't forget. There we go. Okay, and I'd say that other dates, ooh, that was loud, sorry. The other dates that I'm looking at is my son he actually has 4 football games, so that kind of throws that one off. And we have a lot of other stuff to write. So actually, I think we're just gonna kind of leave these. Yeah, for now, we're gonna just leave those off. Like, I feel like that's gonna work a little bit better. Okay, then we're just gonna like start at the top and get going. Okay, so I have here my reusable sticker book, and the first day was Labor Day and we did not have school, and so I need a no school sticker. This one's really cute, actually. I think I'm gonna use the Planner Kate one just to try to start getting these things used because I have far too many of them. We'll leave the little Labor Day in there and we'll put no school. Oh, you know, actually what I want to get in here first is my work schedule. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab from here. I almost want like these little dainty ones I'm considering. Do I want, actually I see what I want. So I have little dainty ones and I want to use those, but I'm gonna go ahead because this one doesn't fit into this binder. This is Sarah Marie stickers. I'm gonna go ahead and use up these first so that I can get rid of this sheet just because it's not sticking. And look, this actually matches really good with this kit. That would be a cute washi to use if we needed more. We don't, we're good. Okay, let's put on our work schedule. So we work. Okay, and we can put work back in. Okay, and then we're also going to use that other washi strip. My desk gets so messy. Let's get rid of these. Okay, the other washi strip, we are going to do, let's see, the week of the 21st over. Let's use these big parts first, and then we will switch around. These holidays don't pertain to me, so I'm going to mostly get rid of them. And then actually, let's go from this section. on over. All right, and then let's see, it's the 19th through the 26th. So then we have to do those sections here. Get my X-Acto knife. I finally replaced the blade after 4 years, and this blade, I didn't realize like how dull my other blade was until I got this blade, and now I'm like, oh, wowza, I'm surprised. Moral of the story, quit being cheap, just buy a new blade. Although, I kind of liked it being dull because I didn't cut through stickers. Like, it actually ended up working nicely because of that. Okay, so we have those main sections laid down, and then the other thing I like to put in is standing things. So early releases go on every Wednesday. So I'm trying to look. Okay, it looks like I want to put early release at the bottom. I was trying to see if there was anything that comes later on in the day. Oh, there is. There's dance. How do I want to work this? Yeah, let's put it at the bottom. Okay, so early release, and if I put it to the side, actually let's put it over here, because then I'm gonna put whether it's trash or recycling in front of it, and it kind of kills two birds with one stone. There's a fly in here that has been bothering me all morning, and it's kind of funny because I'll get the fly swatter out. It came in like when I let my dog back in this morning. But I'll get fly swatter out, and then the gosh darn thing ends up going and hiding from me. All right, then a while ago, I made like this whole small icons to end up cheating this way, and then I forgot to use them. Okay, so it looks like recycling is the last week, and so recycling will be the 10th and the 24th. It's every other week. And so we'll just put that right in front of early release. So recycling, recycling. And then we'll put trash in front of the others. And that way I don't even have to write anything. Just based on these icons, I know exactly what it is. So that is really cute, you guys. All right, other icons I did was laundry, groceries, birthdays, trash, recycling, shopping, payday, and bill due. And so we'll end up using some of these. It might not be, I try to look to see when the gaps are, like what's a good day to do groceries and all this and that. Okay, I swear we're gonna get going here pretty soon. It's just really hard. The other thing I like to put in is, let's see, let's put in dance, which we have no dance week this week. And so it will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I'm just placing them for placeholders right there. So then Thursday, okay. And then there is quite a few. Let's see. We have one here. Not the 13th, the 20th we have. There we go. Okay, and then football is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So let's put in these Thursdays because that one's a really easy one to end up doing. And I'm gonna Patriot Day. We're gonna white out that little one too. And then Saturdays, they just informed us. So every Saturday morning, let's see, we'll have something else to write before that one. And then this one will be a mixture. So I'll need, let's see, yellow, blue. Okay. Oops, Tuesdays. Okay, and then we have games. I know I am jumping all over the place here, but this is just how my mind ends up working. So a game, and then we actually have this dance also on the 14th and on the 21st. We'll put those towards the top because then his games are in the afternoon more. There we go. Okay, I think that's all as far as that goes. And then let's see. I didn't put that one. Did I get it up there? Yes, I did. Good, good, good. Okay, then we have that. In this one, we have an appointment, and so let's start using our labels here. Do we have, I feel like I already used like the, oh, we have a stethoscope. Let's use that one. I'm just trying to use up like stuff like this. Okay, and then I feel like let's do this light blue because we don't really have much of that up there. We'll put it on the end there. And then the appointment is 4 o'clock. So 4. It's just for a yearly visit, nothing big. So I'll just put that there. And then let's fill in the other time frames for stuff. So we had no school here. And then this practice is supposed to be 3:45 to 5:15. There we go. And then this practice is 5 to 7:30. Then here on the 3rd, like that's everything. Well, we have a band meeting, but I don't know that we're gonna make it to that because we are like severely overbooked as it is. I just don't know. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one out. Okay, then this is, let me put my time and location that I work. And then for high school dance, so yellow is high school dance, blue is soccer, pink is studio dance. I kind of forgot to end up saying that. For high school dance, it's 6:20 to 7:20. And this one is on the football field. So the weeks that we have a game, practice is on the field. And so we've got that part done. And then, gosh, I haven't had to use a teal one for extra stuff for my daughter for quite some time, but I guess we have some coming through. So this is like extra stuff for my oldest daughter. And then we have HOSA, and that is, it's like a healthcare group at school that she has joined. And so there is a meeting at 7:35. So she'll go to school very early. Right after this, she'll go to her next meeting and then she'll do school. So that'll end up working. And honestly, this day is kind of more of a chance for the band meeting, and that is from 5 to 7. Okay, and I think that's all for that day. That's full enough, right? This works really, really well though. Like color coding everything works great. All right, so that is where I'm at that day. But then actually from not 7 to 9, 7 to question mark, probably like 2 or 3 in the afternoon is what she is guessing. I have ACLS and PALS class. Yes, you guys have seen this before on our schedule. It didn't get done because we were super busy and understaffed. We had somebody go home because of a sick kid, and we had somebody else sign off. So then they moved staff from our location to a different location. So there was a zero opportunity to do any of that. And so we just shifted onto a different day. And then let's see. Oh, we don't have studio dance this whole week. And this is 5 to 7:30 for football. Okay. Then we have a football game here. Let's see. I almost want to use, let's use one of these, I think. And then what other days do we have football? The 19th. Is that our only other home game? Okay, so way down here on the 19th, I think let's also use one of those colors, like the salmon peach color. I'm purposely putting it over just a little bit so that we could see the washi strip is under there. Okay. We'll get out a couple of footballs. And then this is for high school dance, so we will put those in it. And let's see, the game I think starts at 7. How do I want to write this? Let's write football game 7. They're going to one of the girls' houses to eat ahead of it. So that's at 5, and then they have to be at the school by 6 for the 7 o'clock start time. Because pregame starts, I forget if it's 6:30 or 6:45. It's the first home game of the season. And so, yeah, we have to figure it out all the time again. I work that day, so I'm probably going to be missing it. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I can get off a little bit early, which I'm a little doubtful on a Friday. If I could get off a little bit early, maybe I could rush over there in time. But yeah, there's a chance I'm just going to miss this one. It's going to be cold too. Like, we need to make sure to get our like chairs out and blankets and hats and all that kind of stuff, coats, because yeah, it's not going to be beautiful. Okay, this one, they have to be at the school at 5:15. The game, again, I believe starts at 7. I don't know what they're doing in between. I think they're just eating at the school at 5:15. So let's actually write that up a little bit further. There, that looks better. And then anything else? No, I believe that's all for Friday. Okay, over here we have hockey. No, we don't. That's football. Wow, I am really messing this spread up here. We have football 9 to 10:30. And I'm just going to write that all the way down, or I'm going to mess it up every single week. Okay. And then we have hockey. So I think usually I put that as a purple. So let's do that as a purple. Also over here, I think we have hockey. This is like playoffs. So let's just write playoffs for hockey. Okay, up here is a game, and it's Kenzie at 11 on black. So 11, Kenzie, black. I think I ended up doing this cuter last month, but we just got to keep going. Okay, from 11 to 12 is Lexi solo rehearsal. And then from 12 to 1 is Brooklyn solo, Kenzie solo, and Lexi duet. Okay, did we get everything on that day? I think we did. I think we're good. Okay, then over here on the 7th, we have hockey at noon. So let's write noon Beckett, and he is on black. Then we have Beckett's football game here, and we will put 4:30 to 6:30, arrive at 3:30. Okay, so we should be good as far as those go. And then, oh, we need our shots out. Okay, so these are the shots that we need. My son has shots I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I want out here real quick. He has shots every Sunday night. And honestly, with football, I don't know how this is going to work because he gets very worked up and he throws up every single week. And so I don't know. I gotta look at the schedule and see if like there's a little shift that we can do to make it a little bit better for him. Let's see, while we have this out, I'm gonna also grab this call-in script because this is like I can refill his script, and actually they tried to call last week already to refill the script. So as long as we can get it done, these days are really, really busy. So I am going to put it here on Thursday, and let's just find one that looks cute. I almost feel like, let's do this really neutral one actually. And let's just put call in script. And I'll know that that means for Beckett that I need to refill his script. And then I like to just put that right there. So these are both Planner Kate ones. And then I just count 4 weeks from the last time and I put that little reminder. So BW34 is the prescription bottle. And then I don't know if this one is still available. This was on Misfit Monday. So S1486, it says call in script. I thought I would never use them, but then my son decided that I should. So at that point in time, we really didn't have prescriptions that needed called in at all. Okay, so then the other thing we were going to do is we were going to lay down, let's do this color here. Lay down our little key here. Where did I take that from? Right here. So every other week, 1, 2. And this week, we just need a different color that has enough. Let's go with this muted purple, probably, so that it's easy to see. Right here. I keep losing which one it is, silly me. Okay, so this was a single week. So this is double, meaning he gets 2 different injections. In single week, he just gets 1. Single, double, single. That is the one thing I just love to forget all about accidentally. Okay, and then over here, we make our little key, and so I need this one, and I need this one. And then we will put our color code also on here. So the purple was the double. So we will put single, double, and then we have football, hockey, this one is high school, studio, and high school dance. And then gray is just random, so I don't write that in over here. Okay, so dance, studio, dance. Okay, and this one is actually twofold, so it's like school stuff for my little kids, and then also hockey is what we're gonna do. And then this is football. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, we're starting to make a little bit of progress, not much. I mean, it seems like a lot, but really like it trickles in, and so it ends up working. The 7th is all done. The 8th, I work at 9. Let's see, we have high school dance. Okay, so we have high school dance, and that is 3:45 to 5:15. And you know what? Actually, we had high school dance here. That was 7:15, and it was like volunteer time. There we go. Okay, and then we also have photo day. And it's either Monday or Tuesday. I haven't heard what day she is assigned to. They kind of like split them. So let's put it over here also. Based on what grade and what your last name starts with, they end up splitting them up a little bit. So let's write photo day on both of these. And that way I can make sure she is prepared on whatever day that is her day. So photo day, and we have high school dance, and that's all. So then for the 9th, let's see, we have high school dance also. And then we have studio dance, we have football. Let's get that in right there. There's like a hangout event also, but I don't feel for my little school, but they're all gonna be at like different sports at that time. So I don't feel like it's gonna be able to fit in. So, okay, high school dance is 3:45 to 5:15. And then studio dance is 4 to 6:30 / okay, I had to go get the time because I felt like I was messing it up, and I was. I put that it starts at 4. It starts at 4:30 to 6:30. So this is like a no dance week, which we were gonna put in, and then it starts back up with a different schedule here. So that's why I don't know the schedule. So let's put this one and put no dance week. And let's color code it for studio so that I know. And we will put that one on down. There. Okay, back over here, 4:30 to 6:30. 6:15 to 9, and then we have 5 to 7:30 for football. Let's just write those on down because that is the same. It's supposed to be until 7:30. They go over all the time. So we have, I think, everything for that day. We are good. And then over here, we actually have a dental appointment. These have stuck to the side. Let's get rid of these. Okay, so we're doing a dental appointment here, and so we will just grab this. And this is for all of my kids, and it's on the 10th, so I think let's use one of these. And it's at $250. So I'll just write all kids dental. And we just go in there, we fill up all their rooms, they get them all done, and we walk back out. So, okay, all dental. right there. We have some high school dance that morning, so let's put in a little dot ahead of that. And that's at 6:20 to 7:20 in the gym. I'm trying to leave enough space so when I put the date dots, I'm safe. All right, then we had dental. We have the early out, and then we have our 4 to 6:30 for studio dance and 5:30 to 8:30. It is like beautiful outside. It's kind of cloudy and it's like a nice fall day. And I kind of want to go sit outside for a while. So I think once I get done with this, I'm going to take my computer outside and do some designing until my daughter gets off of school for her appointment, because it is just so... Guys, I wrote the wrong time for football every single time. It's 5:30 to 7. There is going to be so much whiteout. Right. 5:30 to 7. No wonder it felt weird when I'm like, oh, they're supposed to get done at 7:30, but they go over. I was thinking like, oh, that feels a little bit late. Well, yeah, because they're supposed to be done at 7, and generally they go till 7:30. So, all right, 5:30 to 7. Let's get that written in. Let's get the accurate time written in. And while we're here, let's write in Thursday's dance time is 4:30 to 7:15 and 6:15 to 9. All right, let's fix the football over here. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I do. This is exactly why. Oh, that's gonna look bad on here. Oh well, nothing to be done about it. It's gotta be functional more than pretty. Okay, so 5:30 to 7 sounds a lot better. Okay, that looks good. Let's get back on over where we were at, the 11th. And let's see, we have football, we have dance. We don't have any high school dance. We do have a virtual meeting for my oldest. And I think, let's use this one. And it's at 6 p.m. So it's for sophomore. I just spelled that wrong. Actually, too, I don't think all of it's gonna fit. Oh my gosh, let's use a new box. So let's just write I can virtual meeting. Yeah, because all that is barely gonna fit anyway, so we might as well abbreviate. I had forgotten an O in sophomore. Okay, and that one was on the 11th. And I gotta make sure that my daughter has actually signed up for that. So, okay. Then, what do I work on the 12th? Oh, I work at 7. And we don't have anything else on the 12th. On the 13th, I offered to work a weekend here, so we have that. Playoffs, we don't know the time yet for hockey and who's playing what time or what team, so we will leave that. And then the 14th, we have production choreo. And we also have it in the next week, so I'm just going to get that written in. We don't know those times at all, but it's generally a good portion of the day. Like they're at the dance studio a very long time. But I'm really excited for that. Okay, then on the 14th, we have a game. And this one is 6 to 8. And arrive at 5. Okay. And then over here on the 15th, I work that. The 16th, I work that. And we have dance. We do not have, let's see, 4:30 to 6:30. Let me write this before I mess it up every week. Okay, we do not have high school dance these days. And so she ended up, I forget the reasoning, but she ended up like canceling those ones. And then let's see, the 17th, we have an early morning practice. So let's get that laid down. And that is 6:20 to 7:20 and football field because it is a game week. Okay. Then let's get this dance written in for studio. You know what? I'm going to write it down here too. Okay, so the 17th is all done. And then let's go over here. And this day I work at 9. Okay. Here we have school photos and our visitor arrives. Let's put arrive and leaves. So I wonder. I don't know, I feel like this is going to get a little bit too full. Ooh, I see something I can do to make this fit better with the date dot. So I'm going to cut off this ending. We are going to consolidate these two. Oh my gosh, you can't even tell. How perfect. And then that should fit all the way up here now and allow us to do the date dot still. And then he leaves down here. And we can just kind of set that one down because this day isn't near as busy as this day. Okay, so then the other thing I said is photos, and that is for my little kids. So let's put the purple dot. And where's my pen? Okay, let's put photo day so that I don't forget that. Okay, and then we're on to the 20th, and we actually have a whole bunch of stuff going on here. We have state practice. Down here, we also have state practice. Okay, so 8 to 1 state practice. And then we have football from 9 to 10:30. And then we have all these, again, right here. They will reschedule. Lexi is double booked. So Lexi is doing the yellow and the pink. And so they'll have to reschedule hers or let her come like afterwards. I don't know. I haven't heard like exactly what the game plan is yet. Brooklyn solo, Kenzie solo, Lexi duet. Okay, barely fits, but we got it on there. Oh, she's also supposed to have one more thing here. for her health careers meeting. They're doing a stadium cleanup and she is overbooked, so she won't be there. She will be at choreography for the state practice. So I will write it though. Here we go. That's a very full day. Okay, that one is all done. Let's flip on over. And then we have the production choreo. Again, we don't know the time frame yet. And then we have football, and it is a away game. So I'll put at where it is instead of verse. And that way I know that we are traveling to get there. And this one's 3:30 to 5:30. 3:30 to 5:30, arrive 2:30. Okay, and then it's a double injection. We have another appointment here. Let's go with this one, and it is 7, and it's orthodontist. I feel like we can get out an orthodontist script. Let's see if it fits. It does, but it kind of covers it. Let's see. And that is just for my oldest. I'm in between if I like that or not. Let's see. And it is way up here. And let's move, it's got to move over some so that the date dot can go up there too. So orthodontist, and then what I mean by the date dot is, because we have another orthodontist appointment down here too that we'll have to mimic that. So that's the 22nd here. And see, we can put that on there and it doesn't interfere with it at all. Okay, then we also have high school dance, after school, and parent-teacher conferences. So there's that, and there's that. And let's put in the time, 3:45 to 5:15. And let's look here. I swear I had like parent-teacher conference, but I'm not seeing one actually, so I must not. Okay, that's fine. So parent-teacher conferences is 5 to 7. Man, the whole entire time our visitor is here, we're super, super busy. And I mean, we've already discussed this with him, but it's really, really unfortunate how busy we truly are. Okay, on to the 23rd. I work at 7. I can move this out of the way. I'm done with it. So the 23rd, we also have high school dance again. And then on the 24th, we also have high school dance. So let's get both of those out of the way. And this one is in the gym, so 6:20 to 7:20 in gym. What do I work that day? At 9. Okay. And I think that's all. Okay, let's flip her on over to the 25th. We're almost there, you guys. 25th is nothing except for dance and football. Like nothing extra. That's crazy. Okay, then we have 9+, and I am running the lab here. So let's write in lab. Okay, our visitor leaves, and there is a color run this day. We haven't signed up for it. I don't know if we're gonna do it or not, but let's put it on there because we are open. So I work, so it kind of depends on on Dad's feelings, but it's at my little's little's school. So let's put color run because I feel like all of them would have a lot of fun with that. Okay, over here we have a repeat of up here. So 8 to 1 GW state practice. Okay, we have football. And then this night is homecoming night. I'm happy, sad, excited, scared, like all the mom feelings. Let's go right here. And it's my daughter's boyfriend. It is at his school. So 8 to 11 p.m. And let's write homecoming. There we go. So that we know whose homecoming it is and where we're going. Oh my gosh. So we'll have to figure out like getting ready, and they'll want to go out to eat and hang out with friends and, you know, all the stuff that goes along with it. I'm really, really excited for her. And then next week is her homecoming. So they get back-to-back weekends of having fun. Okay, that takes care of that. And then we are going to go over right here, the 28th. We have a football game. And that one is home, so it's a verse. Okay, and that's 4:30 to 6:30. Arrive at 3:30. Okay, anything else? It is HOCO week. I feel like let's use the gray one for that because it actually pertains to all my kids. And we'll write HOCO week. There we go. All right, 29th. I have an appointment. Let's use the dark color. It's at 1:30. And then we might do the same thing as we did on the last one, and we're going to push them together. So if we just take off this one, I'm going to turn it all upside down so I can see what I'm doing, and just push it all the way over. There we go. So good. And I just did that so that it can go up here and not interfere with that date dot again. Okay, so I have a leg ultrasound. I have varicose vein. I'm trying to get it taken care of. So they need to see like how bad is the flow of the blood, or the backflow, or the pooling of the blood. So I'm a little bit curious. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from it, but I feel like it's time to finally like question and try to get in for intervention, because as a nurse, it just keeps getting worse. Let's see, we have high school dance, 3:45 to 5:15. Okay. And then I work the next day at 9. And then we have orthodontist appointment, and we have high school dance. So let's put in high school dance. And that is 3:45 to 5:15 again. This is the last day, you guys. And then we need another orthodontist. We're just going to mimic what is going on right there. And I think we're going to use this one. And it's at 7:40. orthodontist. And then it is for Brooklyn and Kenzie. I'm putting a little star because I need to make a little note like over in the sidebar about it. They're gonna be in some pain after it. Kenzie's getting her bottom ones put on for braces, and then Brooklyn's getting an appliance taken out, which I can't imagine either one feels great. Whew, that is busy. Okay, so let's make a note over here, like for this orthodontist one, I want to make a note, and then I'll go back through and I'll put the date dots here in a minute. Okay, Brooklyn, appliance out. And then also on the 30th, Kenzie, bottoms on. And that way that makes a little bit more sense. Here I need to make sure Lexi pre-reg for ICANN meeting. Okay. And then let's see, what else is going on here? That might be all. Let me get the date dots on. I'll be right back. All right, the only other thing that I think I'm going to do is try to figure out each week if there's a specific day that I need to do certain tasks on. So back in the day when I work weekend option, I had like specific days that I would do grocery shopping or cleaning or laundry, and it worked out really, really well. But now our schedule is so busy that I just have to find the little pockets in time. It used to be like on the weekend I could kind of make up, but you could see like those are pretty gosh darn full anymore. So yesterday was a laundry day and a grocery shopping day. And then I just tried to look ahead to see like when else I could do that. I think the only other thing I'm also going to put is like Mondays are payday. So I'm just going to put that up there to take care of that for every Monday. Okay, so if we do laundry and grocery shopping there, I don't really think I have another free day until it would either be this day or the weekend. So I feel like probably do laundry. No, let's do grocery on this day and laundry on this day, because I think that's gonna work out better. I can also grab it like after work, but we have a football game right away there. So let's put grocery there, and then laundry will go right there. I'm kind of randomly placing them too. Over here I work, so that doesn't work, but here I don't. So if I don't get it done, I can always do there. Oh, I actually have 3 days off this week. Okay, so that kind of gives me some opening. I could very easily make it on Wednesday. So let's do 2 Wednesdays in a row that are groceries. I like doing it that way. That used to be my day for it. Oh my gosh, there's really not room left for it. Yeah, anyways, that used to be my day for it, and I loved it. I work that day, so it's not going to work for that one. Well, they go until 10 o'clock at night. Would I want to do that? I almost feel like I do. Let's put it on there. I need more grocery ones. We used to do once per week. I think let's do twice per week. So Wednesday, and should I do Saturdays are just a little too busy right now. I feel like I'll get stuff for when Jeff arrives here, and honestly they'll end up eating out so many times that I probably won't need it again until there. That's homecoming, so I'm going to be busy. So I feel like it's going to need to be, that's only 2 days away. Let's wait to see how the rest of the thing goes. And then laundry day, like I said, I feel like Sunday is just going to need to be laundry day. And the other good part I'm looking at the differences between here. Yes, laundry, because otherwise, if I'm off the next day, I would make it there, but I don't feel like that's going to work either. Yeah, Sunday is just going to have to be laundry day. And then if yeah, that'll be a good one too. If I get it done during the week, then there's just less on Sunday to do. But otherwise, Sunday is laundry day. Wednesday is our grocery pickup day. All right, guys, there you have it. This is September. This is kit 372. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm sorry it was so long, but guys, look at this. There's so much information on these 2 pages. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.